Hi, everybody. So now I'm going to be talking about fitness trackers. I want you to stay to the end because, again, I'm going to give you information on how to enter the contest. I'll give you the information towards the end of the video on how to enter. But I have been wearing Oura Ring. I have my Galaxy Watch, and I'm also wearing a Fitbit, which I just changed the band on yesterday. So I've been wearing all three. Some people say that the Apple Watch is a little bit better. I know that my Galaxy Watch is about a year and a half old, and I think it used to do a little bit better job at automatically picking up when I'm exercising. And for me, that's really not a problem because as far as the watch, I tend to wear the watch because it's a separate phone line. And in case I forget my phone and don't have my phone, I can use the watch as a phone. Or in case I forget to bring my phone to work, which has only happened once, and I actually turned around and got my phone because the way that we have to authenticate everything, sometimes the joke around work is that I think they have an easier time getting into computers at the Pentagon than what we do at our little imaging center. Well, it's not such a little imaging center. It's a pretty big imaging center. But you probably have to go through 5 different authenticating apps. It's all the same app. It's just different programs that you have to do the authorization for before you could even get a punch in, which is silly. But that's my main reason for the watch. Fact that I could see who's calling me, actually pick up, which I could also do on the Fitbit. But again, this is its own separate line and the Fitbit isn't. I really like the information on the Oura Ring. I was going to actually do this video about 2 weeks ago, and Oura updated their app so that it auto detects when you're exercising. So far, it's been pretty good at that. They have emailed that they're putting out a new update and actually have started some of the update to correct the step count because I think they were pretty generous on their step count. I'm going to be posting some pictures with this of each of the apps and what it shows. Now, as far as the steps, I don't know how accurate any of them really are. The way that I use it is if I do 9 or 10,000 steps one day, and the next day I've done 14,000 steps, I've improved. That's how I use it, because I don't think any of them are really accurate, which is strange because both the watch and the Fitbit tells me that they're connected to my GPS, so you'd think it would know a little bit better, but I guess it doesn't know everybody's stride and so forth, and even though you could put some of that in at the beginning, none of them are really accurate. Same thing with the workouts. I don't think any of them are super accurate. They may be as far as the heart rate during your workout and as to what level of the workout you're at, but as far as calories burned, I would not trust that at all. And I've heard from a lot of people, including people that know a lot more than me, that if you're going to use a TDE, don't even put in that you worked out or your steps or anything like that because it gives you way too many calories. And because of that, people tend to say, ooh, I've got these 400 or 500 extra calories because I worked out. I could eat more. And it's not true. It's a guide. It's a tool. Like I say, when people have a stall, check your calories out either on any of these bits. Don't trust them 100%. Like I said, if you're doing more one day than you did the other day or more one week than you did the week before, I would trust. That's how I use it. As far as sleep, I actually like the way that the Oura Ring tracks your sleep better and your heart rate during your sleep, where the Fitbit tracks it. And I've compared them, and they're somewhat, as far as times that I've woken up and gone to the bathroom or whatever, they're pretty close to each other. I just think I get more information from the Oura Ring. Now, I've had my Oura Ring for about almost 3.5 years now. So I know there's a newer one out, and they say that the sensors are a little bit better. Because I've noticed sometimes, especially when I'm working out, if my hands are sweaty and gloves, because I like the rowing machine and stuff like that, and I do work out in a sauna, It doesn't pick up the heartbeat as well, where they say that the next generation of the ring is a little bit better at that, but I just can't see paying another $400 or $500 when this one is working pretty well. The heart rate variation on both of them are about the same. Now, I do not wear my Galaxy Watch at night because that is when I charge it, because I could probably go about almost a day and a half on one charge on the watch, but I just charge it every single night, and that seems to work best for me. And I was doing that because I have the Oura Ring, and now that I'm using the Fitbit, no reason to not keep doing that. I don't plan on wearing all three of them, but I will say, as far as battery life, I think the Fitbit is better. It lasts me, I'd say, between 4 to 5 days. It's supposed to last, it says it lasts a little bit longer. The Oura Ring says it's about 4 or 5 days. In reality, it's about 3, the way that I use it. And like I said, I charge my watch every night, so that's the difference. I think the Fitbit probably has a little bit more apps that could go into their app. I think my Renpho scale actually goes into all 3 of them. But as far as my workout at HotWorks, it's Fitbit. I'd have to look in to see if the Apple Watch is accepted on their app. But like I said, now this auto detects the workout, and the last few times it's worked pretty well. It is fairly new, and they probably are improving it. It's picked up on the Fitbit, sometimes not perfect. I know that you could, on the Oura Ring, you could edit the workout in, or like I said, you could actually go into the app. This is what you used to have to do. You used to have to go into the app, say, okay, I'm exercising now. They give you about 6 different kinds of exercise, and then you would go in and say, okay, I'm done exercising now. And then it lets you change it if that wasn't the type of exercise, and it has a much bigger list. Now, it's auto-detecting it, which is really good. And I really like the fact that it does that. If I forget to do it, I could always edit it in. But again, I know how many times a week I'm working out, and I really don't use it for calories that I burned, unless I'm on a stall and I want to see differences between a week ago and maybe a month ago. Again, I really like how the app is on the Oura Ring the best, as opposed to the Samsung Health. I think it's actually Wear, and also the Fitbit. The Fitbit, I think, lets you track food and stuff on that, but I don't really track my food unless I'm in a stall. So to me, that's no big deal. What I do like about the Fitbit, as opposed to the Oura Ring, is if I want to see what my heart rate is now, it's all on the little screen. I don't actually have to go into the phone. I could see what my steps are. You can't see anything on the Oura Ring. You could see that on the watch, and you could fumble around. But again, I don't know if because the watch is almost 2 years old or so or what, but it stopped auto-detecting. And like I said, I really more use it as a phone, and I was watching my steps on it, but that's about it. A new feature on the Oura Ring that I do is it will detect if you have any symptoms of a cold or illness, supposedly before you even know it. When I went into the app, a little note that says, are you getting sick? We've noticed a little bit difference in your skin temperature and your heart rate a little bit different. I was feeling fine. The next day I didn't have it. From what I read, it works pretty well. Obviously, it gave me that one that wasn't real, but it's good to know. As far as price, the Oura Ring is about anywhere from $300 to $600, depending on what style you get. Fitbits vary. The first Fitbit that I got for this video, I bought a really thin one. I think it was called the Charge 2, which was a little bit older technology, because I figured, obviously, I'm not going to be wearing 2 watches and stuff like that. So I figured I'd give it to my wife, and she usually doesn't even wear a watch. So for her, the thinner the better. And as I was going through it, it really just wasn't doing enough. And I knew it was older technology. So I went ahead and I got a newer one. I got the Versa 4. I like it. If I didn't have the other watch, I'd probably go with something like that. My wife, looking at it, she's wearing the thinner one now. She says, maybe I will wear it. But again, she's really not a watch person. She might wear it for a couple weeks and then give up on it. But if I didn't have the Galaxy Watch and using it for a phone, I would definitely consider the Fitbit. But as far as the apps and the information, my favorite is the Aura. I would probably wear both if I didn't have the Galaxy Watch. And that's what I think now. For the contest, if you are a subscriber, always become a subscriber, and you hit the like button on the video and either use any emoji of a sports ball or write football, baseball, anything like that, soccer, in the comments, you're entered. Again, it's for a Amazon gift card. More than willing to change it. So also let me know in the comments if you have a Fitbit, Galaxy Watch, or a Ring. iWatch, again, I'm not an Apple person, so I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but let me know. If there's differences in that watch versus a Galaxy. Like I said, when I called up about the Galaxy Watch, they told me go into the app and change settings. If anything, I could always hit the factory reset and start it over, and it should work fine, but I'm just not that interested because I have the Oura Ring and now the Fitbit, and for what I use it for, to me, it would probably take me a day or two to get everything back to the way that I'd want it. Just not worth it. So let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you for watching the video, and good luck in the contest.